Europe is heading into a Christmas holiday season which could be significantly disrupted by COVID. Austria has already entered a lockdown and other members of the European Union are contemplating stricter restrictions as well. The German health minister is warning that most Germans will either be vaccinated, cured or dead from COVID-19 by the end of the year. Germany is racing to contain the spread of COVID infections and calling on citizens who are not yet vaccinated to get a jab. The rising caseload there has been attributed to slow vaccination rates in the country. Only 68% of the population is fully jabbed. Local authorities in Germany have ordered new lockdowns in several parts of the country, including closing several Christmas markets. Next door in the Netherlands, the situation has appeared calmer on Monday. The country was rocked by 3 days of violence and protests. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte condemned the unrest. He called anti-lockdown protesters complete idiots. He also promised to prosecute those responsible for violence. At least 130 people have been arrested and 4 wounded by gunshots and several police officers injured in the Netherlands. It went back into a partial lockdown on November the 13th after a record spike in cases. The country is also contemplating bringing in legislation to ban unvaccinated people from entering public spaces like cafes and amusement parks. In Austria, streets have remained largely quiet as the country imposed the most drastic curbs taken by any Western European nation so far in this wave of the outbreak. 88.9 million people in the country are only allowed to leave home to work, to shop for essentials or to exercise. Austria is also planning to legalise a vaccine mandate from February. Next to France, where the Prime Minister Jean Castex has tested positive for COVID-19. The Prime Minister will isolate while continuing to work. He'd been in Brussels on Monday, where he met his Belgian counterpart, Alexander De Croo, who now is quarantining as a precautionary measure. France is also battling a surge in COVID-19 infections. The country's government says a 5th wave is starting at lightning speed. In France's overseas territory of Guadeloupe, violence erupted during the second week of protests against COVID restrictions. The damage from the violence is visible, with vehicles and buildings left burning. The unrest started last week over COVID curbs that were imposed by Paris, including the mandatory vaccination of health workers. Days of rioting have brought normal routines on France's Caribbean island to a standstill. Next to the United Kingdom, well, the UK reported over 44,000 new COVID-19 cases and 45 deaths in the last 24 hours. Some scientists are warning that caution must remain crucial at this time, and some experts are advising people to delay planning their Christmas holidays as long as possible. But there is growing confidence in the UK government that with hospitalisations and deaths actually falling in this country, that a combination of factors may play in to the UK not needing to impose some of the restrictions we're seeing across Europe. They include in that list of possible factors an earlier exit wave as the UK economy opened up earlier than many European counterparts, higher rates of booster vaccinations and potential higher rates of natural immunity as well.